What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Char, and today I am gonna show you how I shave my face. I wasn't planning on doing this video today, but well, since my last video, it was highly requested that I do this video. Well, highly requested, meaning 3 people asked to see how I shave my face and what I do and all that good stuff. Anyway, I wasn't planning on filming today, but I do need to shave, so I thought, well, why not? Even though we're getting late in the day and I gotta get going on this. But yeah, I'm having a bad hair day. I got seasonal allergies. I got purple under my eye and this eye's swollen, but if I waited for all the stars to align and everything to be perfect, then I'd never get a video out. So with that, before we get started, I do want to say, put this out there. I am in no way saying to anyone that you need to shave your face or you should shave your face. I am not saying that at all. I made the decision about 4.5, 5 years ago. It was a personal decision, and I will go into all of my reasons why and how I shave and all that, but I am not telling anybody that they need to shave their face. I had a tickle in my throat, so I had to go get some water in case you saw like my eye twitching when I was trying to talk. I was like trying to talk with a tickle in my throat. Oh, okay. Yes, welcome to my shit show. Anyhow, well, I'm gonna just tell you one of the reasons why I started shaving my face really quick, because I want to get to shaving my face and all that, but I do want to go over just a few things. I came across a picture that was taken of me. It was outdoors in direct sunlight, and I noticed in this picture that I had a ton of peach fuzz all over my face, and for 44 years it never bothered me. And it, even after I saw this picture, it was just one of those kind of realization. I looked at it thinking, wow, I actually have a lot of facial hair. I knew, but anyway, so it got me curious about that, and I thought, do people shave their face like with shaving cream and a razor? Do they wax their entire face? So I went down this path of just researching all of this to see if this was something people do, and I came across dermaplaning. And dermaplaning, if you don't know, is a form of physical exfoliation, and it gently removes the dead skin cells from your skin, and in doing so it removes the hair as well. You can have this done in a dermatologist's office. There's a little bit more of a surgical procedure. I'm not going to get into all of that. But you can also do this at a spa, or you can do them at home, and which I'm going to demonstrate for you in a little bit. I just wanted to explain what dermaplaning was. So what first started out is getting rid of that peach fuzz for me. I didn't realize the added benefits to it, which were just how smooth my skin looked. It didn't have the textured look that I could even see in pictures as well. When the hair was removed, then my makeup would go on a lot nicer and smoother. My skin looked smooth. I had this glow about my skin that I didn't have before. And yeah, so I didn't realize when I first started out shaving my face that there was these added benefits to it. And when I was researching skincare and serums and all of these things to use on my face, dermaplaning kept popping up on my radar. And then I learned about how dermaplaning, by removing those dead skin cells, your serums can not only penetrate better, but they penetrate deeper into your skin. You know, I want to get the most out of the serums that I'm using, and some of them are kind of expensive. I have a good blend of affordable and luxury, but it doesn't matter if it's affordable or luxury. I want to get the most out of the serums that I'm putting on my skin. And I really did start seeing a difference. I was getting into a better skincare routine as well, but with dermaplaning, they just kind of went hand in hand. I dermaplane at night because I then like to follow up with some of my heavy duty serums that can sink in deeper and penetrate deeper. and better into my skin. And so that's why I do it at night. Some people do it during the day. I prefer night because of that, because I don't like to do it during the day and then follow it up with sunscreen and makeup. I would prefer to do it at night, good serums, hydration, maybe even a sleeping mask, moisture, and then go to bed, and while that's all repairing. If there are still any myths out there, I don't know if people still believe this, but I will tell you right now, it's not true that your hair grows back thicker or darker or faster. That's just not true. Those are myths. When you shave your face, there is a little bit of stubble there, because what happens is the hair, when it grows out, your hair is pointed. Well, when you shave, you're basically just cutting that point off. So it's coming through the skin, or it's already through the skin really, but you're just shaving it off at the skin, and it's a flat top. So that's why you get a little bit of stubble. I don't really mind when it comes back a little stubbly. Then I just know when it's time to kind of take a razor real quick and clean it up. But for some people, they may not like that. Also, I just want to go through some options that you have if you do want to shave your face. One way of doing it, you can absolutely use a razor and shaving cream. I've seen women do that. I don't prefer to do it that way. I've never done it that way. I prefer to see, I feel like if there was shaving cream there, I wouldn't be able to really see what I was doing. But if that's what you do and it works for you, then I'd actually like to know that. If you do use a shaving cream and a razor, I'd love to hear about that down below. There are also dermaplaning devices that you can get. There's one, it's called Michael Todd Dermaplaning, and then Dermaflash. I've tried both of those. They're expensive. Not only is it expensive, but you also then have to buy the replacement cartridges, which are like $40. And anyway, I'm cheap, so I just get the disposable ones. But if you use one of those and you like it, I'd love to know about that too. I'd like to know what you thought of it, because I didn't really particularly like it that much, but I don't know, I thought these do just as good of a job. I also bought this. This is the Flawless, I don't know, it's like it's a battery operated razor. I didn't really think shaver. I should say it's a shaver. I don't think this works the same way as like a razor, like dermaplaning, but this might be an option like in between dermaplaning or shaving, that you could just to get rid of the hair, but I don't really think it's a good physical exfoliant route. I don't know, people rave about these. I didn't really think it was all that great. Sorry, but I don't. I really like the way that closer resembles dermaplaning in a dermatologist's office using a straight razor. So like this, which I'll talk about in a second. And I'll have links below as well of products that you can use. So I found these at Sally's Beauty Supply. Can you see that? Oh gosh, my nails are terrible. And it's a razor. It's got this little cap on it, and I really like these. They only come in a 3-pack, so I prefer to go, because I like this so much, I like to get them in bulk. I get them off of Amazon, and I will link below the kind that I like. They're called Tinkle. Stupid name. I'm sorry, Tinkle, if you're watching, but I love your razors. This one is kind of, I hate to say this if you're watching Tinkle Rose, I don't like these as much. And I think these, I was looking at online, and there's some people that were saying that these are kind of like imposters, and I don't know why they use the same name. It's very similar. These are not the ones I'm talking about. These are a little bit more dull than the actual Tinkle razor, excuse me, that I actually prefer the Tinkle over these. I do kind of like the design of this though. Like it's good to travel with, and it kind of flips down like that. They're just not as sharp as the Tinkle razors or even these razors that you can get at Sally's Beauty Supply. And you really do want as sharp as possible of a blade, because everybody knows, or should know, that if you're shaving with a dull razor, that's when you are more likely to get cuts and nicks and all of that. So I'm done with the chit chat. We just need to get into the demonstration. I'm sorry for going on and on and on. I am gonna go wash my face. I'm gonna use my cleansing balm to get rid of all of this makeup. Then I'm gonna use a cleanser to get rid of any leftover makeup and any leftover cleansing balm. And then I'm gonna come back here with a dry face, cleansed dry face. The reason why I didn't start that way is because I didn't want to sit here and talk for however long I've been talking, which is probably a while. And I just didn't want to sit here with my skin getting drier and drier and drier. Okay, so enough of the chit chat. I'm gonna go cleanse my face and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I cleansed my face. Yes, this is what I look like without makeup on. Some of you might be saying, holy balls, she must be really good at makeup. Yes, I am. And if you'd like me to do a makeup tutorial, I would be happy to do that and show you how I apply my makeup so I look less scary when I go out into the world. Anyway, I gotta get going because my face is dry. So it's cleansed, it's dry, and I've got all of my materials that I need. I've got my razor, I've got my washcloth, and I use my washcloth to just like wipe off my razor as I go. And I have my big giant mirror because I'm blind as a bat and I need the 10 times magnification. Yes, there was my water right there. The 10 times magnification on this side because I have to really get up close, especially when I'm going around, well, my hairline and my eyebrows. And yes, I've shaved part of my eyebrow off before. Normally I wear a headband or a towel, sorry, I am wearing a headband, but I just want to really make sure that I'm getting all of the hair from around my face away. Because yes, I have shaved off my hair as well. Okay, I'm trying to move a little bit fast, sorry. Okay, deep breath. I've never done this in front of people before and talking at the same time. So I really want to make sure that I go over everything and that I don't forget anything, because I can't keep shaving my face because it's not good to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. So I have to do it on the first try. So my skin is dry. That's important. You don't want to go in with moisturizer first because, believe me, I've done that before. I do this at night and I've gone through my skincare and then I thought, oh yeah, I was gonna shave tonight. So I went in with a razor. Well, what happens is if it's moisturized, it glides over the skin and that's how you can get razor burn. So just a couple things. You do not want to do this if you've got compromised skin. So if you've got acne or cuts or any like healing pimples, you do not want to go over with a razor because then it could open it up and lead to infection and or scarring. So you want to be really careful of that. You also don't want to go over a mole, so you want to just go around that. So I have a mole that over here and I go around it. There are hairs that grow out of it and I just pluck them. I know. They're hag hairs, okay?
Yeah, well that's disgusting.
Yes, I pluck those. They are really thick and I don't shave those off. Plus I don't go over the mole. I know, it's TMI, but hag hairs, and they are so thick that I just pluck them, and they're like those plastic things that hold tags to clothing. I know, total TMI. Okay, anyway, people are like, all right, can we just get going with this? Yes. So how I do this, and I'm gonna be looking in my mirror over here, I will start from my forehead and work my way down and down my neck. And I do one thorough around my eyes, my nose, and certain places at least every 3 weeks. I'll do a real thorough shave. And then once a week, I'll just go into certain areas and just around my mouth and chin, and then sometimes over and through here. But to really like do my nose, I only do my nose once a month, and around my eyebrows once a month. I've already done my thorough job. I did that last week or the week before. So I'm just going to show you just so you can get the gist of it, because I do have some areas that I need to shave again. So I start at my forehead and I work my way down, and I shave down, never up. Well, that's not true. Bigger areas, I shave down, not up. And I have more control over the razor that way. And then in certain areas, like between my brows and over in here, because the razor can't fit, I will go sideways. But I'm always holding my blade at a 45-degree angle. So I'm not holding it straight. Can you see that? I'm not holding it like this and scraping down. I'm holding it at a 45-degree angle like this, and then I'm working systematically, and I'm just scraping down. And you want to pull your skin taut too. I forgot to tell you that. This is really difficult to do in front of a camera and people. Normally I just go in and I just kind of do it fast, because I've been doing this for about 5 years. So that's another thing. Go slow. Because when I first started, I didn't realize how much hair I had even on my forehead. And it was just snowing in front of my eyes, and I thought, this is great. So I kept like scraping, and I scraped away, and I cut myself over here. And anyway, go slow. And then I just work my way over and do my whole forehead. Again, hold it. Oh, I guess it's still snowing, so maybe I didn't do a very good job last week. Okay, and then sideways like this, but I'm still holding it at an angle. Pull it taut, and then just kind of go in between my brows. And for this is where I get really up close, so I don't shave part of my eyebrow off. Okay, and then I've already done, okay, see, I'm kind of red, so I gotta get going because I gotta put my serums on. And then over on this side I've already done, and I've done under my eyes. I don't recommend that if you're just starting out, but if you're going to, you want to pull as taut as possible, and then just slightly go again at an angle, and just be super careful. I already did that last week, and so I'm not going to do it again. And I've already done my nose, so I'm down to here. If you're going to do your nose, be extremely careful. This skin is super thin, and I usually just do a pass over it once, and I don't do it again. And then I'll do the side again. I will just do like one pass over there, and then one pass. But I already did my nose area. My nose kind of turns up, so I do take a razor again with my magnifying mirror, and I'll just kind of do those. Be very careful, because I've cut myself doing that before too. I usually use like a nose trimmer. I just steal this from my husband, and he doesn't know that I steal this from him. And he's probably not watching this. So anyway, I steal that, and I will go up and get those nose hairs. But I'm not gonna do that for you today. And I'm just gonna keep going. So you wanna pull your skin taut and just start working down in little strokes like this. And you could probably hear the scraping. Plus I also have to hurry because Game of Thrones is on tonight, and I want to watch that. Okay, and then around my mouth. Okay, I know, I'm just trying to hurry and making all these funny faces. This is hard. I've never done this in front of a camera before, so it's difficult. And I am going fast. Like I said, I've been doing this I wiped this off. I've been doing this for a while, so I have to just slow down so you can really see what I'm doing. Again, I'm pulling it taut, and then just going down and just going around my jawline like so, the whole time holding it at that 45-degree angle. So I've done this side, and now I'm doing this side over here, and I'm pulling kind of taut. Okay. And around my chin area. And then this is one area where I go up. Be very careful. I just go around my lip. Like so. And then down my chin, careful of the mole. And down here. And I'm gonna get my magnifying mirror because sometimes I have like a bunch under here that I like to get. And this is where I go up, again, holding it at a 45-degree angle. And I'm not putting a lot of pressure on that. It's a real gentle pressure, okay? So I am not pressing hard when I do this either. It's just a nice light scrape across the skin to get that dead skin off, and then also shave. Okay, and then with clean hands, of course, my hands are clean, I just kind of go over and I can feel if there's any little stubble that I need to go back and do. But that's about it. So now that I'm done shaving, I am going to go in with my Essence toner. This is the Kang Yule. This is the baby version. I got the wrong size on Amazon. And the bigger version that I usually get is, did I mention this? This is an Essence toner, and it has calming qualities. It has this root extract in it that helps with inflammation and calming the skin, and antioxidant, anti-inflammatory qualities. And this is one that really helped my skin when I had acne. And I'm just gonna use my hands for this. I like to use my hands, clean hands, and press this into my skin. And I can do a video on the serums and what I just used here. My battery is flashing at me. It's about to die. And Game of Thrones is on, so I have to go. So I'm pressing this into my skin. This is a misting spray to just kind of hydrate. I should probably not do that with my mouth open. Then I'm gonna go in, usually I go in with a retinol. I don't recommend doing that if you're not used to using a retinol. My skin is used to it. My skin likes that. Some people that I would not advise that. So but I did that last night before. So I'm just gonna go in with my vitamin C, and I do 3 drops of this. Now this is high end. This is the Truth Treatments vitamin C. I can, sorry, I'm trying to work fast too because I want to get this pressed into my skin, and that is expensive. That's one of my high-end serums that I love. Okay, so I usually do my Essence toner to soften the skin to make way for a really powerhouse serum like that vitamin C. Press it into the skin, and then I sandwich it with my Hada Labo hyaluronic acid. This has 5 different types of hyaluronic acid, and the reason why I'm showing you this is, again, this is good for oily skin, dry skin. If you've got really dehydrated skin, this is probably one of those products that saved my skin over the winter because it is so hydrating. And let me just show you, hold on, let me just press this in. And I always go over my hands. And again, this is another affordable product. Okay, so my battery did die last night, but I got to watch Game of Thrones, and I won't say any more about that, although it was kind of disappointing. I'm sure people out there are just like, shut up about Game of Thrones. All right, I won't say any more about that. I did rush through last night because my battery was dying and all of that. And I do apologize for that because there were a couple things that are very important that I want to get out there, all joking aside. After you shave, if you decide to shave, if you're already doing it, you do not want to go in with certain products, one of which is a chemical exfoliant or an AHA and a BHA. You do not want to shave your face, which is a physical exfoliant, and then follow it up with a chemical exfoliant. They pretty much do the same thing, so it's kind of one or the other, all right? The next thing that you don't want to follow up with after you've shaved or a physical exfoliant, you really don't want to go in with anything too harsh, like drying alcohols or fragrance. I really try to avoid any kind of fragrance really in my skincare, whether it's even if it's essential oil. I try to avoid fragrance at all costs in my skincare. So last night was a good learning lesson for me to have a backup battery, but all of this is new to me, and I am so grateful for everybody that's been so supportive and patient along the way. I really am trying to get one video out a week in between doing my stay-at-home mom job that I love and trying to do this at the same time and learning all of this as well. I also want to work on the serum video that I was talking about last night, and to get a video to you showing you some of my favorite serums that I use, some of my powerhouses, some of my affordable, some of my luxury, all of that. Also working on my sunscreen video. Still working on that one. I really want to get that one to you guys as well. But if there are any show ideas that you can think of or a product that you want me to review, anyway, just let me know in the comments below. And with that, thanks so much for being here. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you in my next video. Take care.